What's going on, everybody? I hope you guys can hear me. I'm trying little earphones here, but I wanted to share with you guys something I was just reading, and I think it's amazing because, especially nowadays, with all these entrepreneurs and all these different people out there trying to make money and trying to make it big and whatnot, they forget some very, very, very key principles that the Bible has outlined it many, many years ago, and are so so tried and true that most people tend to overlook it. Now people call it hustle, but I'm gonna tell you exactly what those are. So Proverbs 12:24 first says that the hand of the diligent man will rule, right? So think of kings, think of anyone in power, right? So first of all, you gotta understand that God gives power to whoever He wishes. But these are principles that God has laid out and has put available to all of us, that way if we do them, if we actually take hold of these concepts, we'll go very far. So it says 12:24 says, the hand of the diligent man will rule, while the slothful make sure I don't fall here in the water, while the slothful will be put to forced labor. It's crazy. The slothful will be put to forced labor. Anyone that doesn't want to work will end up actually working and being put into forced labor. And that's not fun at all. But that's exactly what the Bible says. Then in a couple verses after, in 27, it says, whoever is slothful. So this applies for everyone. Whoever is slothful. And slothful is someone that's lazy, someone that doesn't want to do anything, that is just like, it takes so long to even get out of bed. So it says, whoever is slothful will not roast his game. And that's why I remembered it, because I was like, man, this is so funny. Will not roast his game, will not play big, will not do it up, will not roast his game. It says, but the diligent man will get precious wealth, not just wealth, precious wealth, right? So I mean, when we go in our day to day, when you wake up today, when you see this, you have a choice. Are you going to be diligent? And that diligent part, it really varies. It's not just being busy. It's not just doing, more, or, appearing to maybe your boss or whatever that you're doing a lot. Being diligent, what is diligent in your heart. I know what is diligent in my heart. And that is, when you know, and when you feel, and when you're putting it all, you're waking up early, you're putting in the extra work. And it's interesting because it's all about the right balance. People go all over to the other side thinking hustle is everything, and if you work crazy hours, you're gonna get better results. And the truth of the matter is, if you're not even resting, if you're not doing even what God did in the seventh day, which was just rest and meditate and have mindfulness of that, then I can guarantee you will not go far either. But you gotta be a diligent man. You don't want to be slothful. You don't want to be someone that is been put to forced labor, right? So these are key principles, guys, that God has laid out for us, that are in the Bible. And I always hear all these entrepreneurs talk about, all these gurus talk about how the hustle and this, and they make new terms, and that's cool and all. I'm not against any of that, but I understand that all of this, everything that you need to know to live a successful and abundant life, it's already in the Bible. It's already been laid out for you, right? The people just that are looking for always the new wisdom or the new things of this world are completely just overlooking that stuff, because all those concepts have already been laid down for you, for me, and have been passed on for generations and generations. Honestly, some of the biggest, most powerful leaders in history, such as King David, King Solomon, had one of the biggest and most successful and wealthy reigns and kingdoms of all earth. And this guy was applying those same concepts of gaining knowledge, gaining wisdom, gaining intelligence, having an open ear to reproof, right? So this is reproof. This is loving to be, talked down maybe by someone that knows more about you, and not necessarily talked down, but with an open ear, understanding that at the end of the day, no one knows anything. At the end of the day, you could claim to be wise, but you'll understand that, it's not. Sorry, give me 1 second, just making sure. I don't know if I if he's looking at me. Okay, never mind. But anyway, yeah, it's having an open ear to reproof. It's having an open ear to understanding, and not thinking that you know everything. You know, it doesn't matter where you are in life. There's always something you can learn from others. There's always something you can learn from you and people that are way, you know, behind you, and obviously from people that are way above you. Right? So I hope that word encourages you. I really recommend to read Proverbs 12. It has so much wisdom laid on it. You know, it talks about being just, talks about being righteous, and how the righteous and the thoughts of the righteous, you know, will have a deep root. It talks about that, you know, a just mouth, truthful lips will last forever. You know, but a lying tongue, it says, it's just but for a moment. Right? So just think about these things. I encourage you to go check out all that stuff. And you know, it's cool if you want to call it hustle. It's cool if you want to call it, you know, whatever it is. But I guarantee you, all those amazing concepts and all you need to know to be successful in any area of your life, it's already being laid out for you right there in the Bible. And I encourage you to go check it out, because the wisdom that comes from above surpasses all understanding. Hope you're having an awesome day, and I hope you're loving the view just as I am. Take care, guys. Cheers.